Hello, this is going to be a series of some short videos that I'm going to be doing based around two books, really. Technically three, but anyway, you all know me, know how I like to do things. It's going to be a little bit more of first-ish impressions. I've read the books. I'm studying the books, going through them. But these are going to be a little bit short answers to some of the questions that arise out of this book. Now, the books that I'm talking about. So, first one is The Rise and Triumph of the Modern Self. This is written by Carl Trueman, and the whole idea behind this book. Carl Trueman is a Christian theologian, a church historian. He's a professor up at Grove City College, former pastor, a minister in the denomination that I'm a member of, the Orthodox Presbyterian Church. And he had a question that he kind of wanted to get to the bottom of, which was, how can someone say they are a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body, and that statement actually be coherent from a sociological and societal standpoint? Because he said, for his father, let alone his grandfather, that was a nonsense statement. And he wanted to explore from a historian standpoint how we got from previous generations to current generation, where the idea of the phrase "what is a woman" is an incredibly controversial topic now, where people can create entire movements and documentaries based upon how apparently no one knows what a woman is anymore. Thousands of years of human civilization, very much dependent upon knowing the difference between man and woman, and now no one can tell us what it means anymore. So that's how the books got started. And so he wrote this book, very, very thick book, as you can see. It's over 400 pages. Just at 400 pages, actually. But a lot of indexes. This is, if you want to put it in context, this is essentially would be like a doctorate, like thesis type of thing. He knew most people wouldn't read this. It's very dense. It's very thick. It talks about Rousseau, talks about Freud, talks about Marx. It talks about everyone that has something to say about our culture and what it did wrong, what it did right. So that's why he wrote this book. In several interviews, he said he wrote this book so that he could write this book, Strange New World. Strange New World is taking the same thesis that he had in that book and condensing it, and in a sense, in some ways, rewriting it so that the lay person, the ordinary person, the person who hasn't read Rousseau, who doesn't even know who Rousseau is, can understand what's going on in society. So it's those two books that I've kind of be going through. Mostly this one, just because it's a lot easier to read. I've did the audiobook of the other one. Incredible book, highly recommend it. But this book, a must read. What I'm primarily going to be going through, though, is the study guide. And the reason why I'm going through this study guide versus just directly out of the book is Carl wrote both books from the angle of a historian, kind of trying to take as neutral-ish as an approach as you could to this topic of history, and going, well, let me just go through here, go through step by step, provide some commentary, some analogy to make it make sense to my modern readers, but really just kind of let the words of the people he's analyzing speak for themselves. And so it's not a polemic book. There's some stuff that Trueman says in it that you can see that's his kind of own opinion, which it's a historian book. That's what he's trying to go at. This book actually starts to get into Christian theology on how to engage the topics and the writers and the thinkers that he writes about in the main book. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try to keep every video just under 5 minutes. Each chapter has anywhere from, I think, 18 to, depending on the chapter, 30 questions. So I'm not going to go through every single chapter in every single video. It's going to get broken up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of going through this with all of you, and hopefully it's edifying to you. I recommend, if you read any of these books, read this one alongside of it and actually do the work, the homework in it. Like I said, is going to be a little bit of that first impressions. I'm going to read what I'm going to read the question out loud. I'm going to answer it the way that I answered in the book. And if something strikes me in the moment, I'll probably riff on that a little bit. But anyways, looking forward to getting this started with you guys. Bye.